Hello students, myself Popere KS, Assistant Professor in Botany at Raish Shikshan Sanstha's RBNB College, Sri Rampur. In this lecture, we are going to see the topic plant cell cytoplasmic constituent. So, in plant cell, what are the various cytoplasmic constituent that we are going to study in the further lectures. So, prior to that, we will see the plant cell. So, plant cell, it is an eukaryotic cell, means it will has a presence of nucleus. So it is a nucleus which is enveloped by an nuclear membrane, and within the nucleus there is presence of nucleolus. So the most important feature of a prokaryotic cell is that it has a presence of true nucleus. In case of the prokaryotic cell, true nucleus is absent, but in eukaryotic cell, true nucleus is present and it has a nuclear membrane or nuclear envelope. Next to that, this is cell wall. So this is the most prominent feature of a plant cell, that it has a presence of cell wall. Now this cell wall will be present only in case of the plant. In case of the animal cell, this cell wall is absent. It is a peculiar feature of a plant cell. Now this cell wall, it is mostly made up of cellulose, hemicellulose, pectin, lignin, but most important component which is present in the cell wall is the cellulose. It is made up of cellulose. Next to that, now this is the most of the area in the plant cell. It is covered by a large organelle, that is vacuole. So in plant cell, most of the area of a cytoplasm, it is covered by a large organelle which is called as a vacuole. So 30% of the area, it is covered by the vacuole. Now next, chloroplast. Now this chloroplast, it is also called as plastid. It will be present only in case of chloroplast, or it can be called as plastid. It will be present only in case of the plant cell. Animal cell, chloroplast is absent. And what is the function of a chloroplast? Now chloroplast, it is mostly green in color because of the presence of the pigment, that is chlorophyll, and it is important for the photosynthesis process. So photosynthesis will take place in the chloroplast. Now next to that, mitochondria. Now mitochondria, it is called as the powerhouse of a cell. So here ATP synthesis will be occurring in this organelle, that is in the mitochondria. Now next to that, the nucleus, it is surrounded by a organelle. Now this is the organelle. This is called as a endoplasmic reticulum. So this is the nuclear membrane. So nuclear membrane after that there is a presence of endoplasmic reticulum. The nuclear membrane, the outer, it has a nuclear membrane is a two membrane structure. So the outer membrane of the nuclear membrane, it is in continuation with the ER. Now, so this is the ER. Now here protein synthesis process will occur in the endoplasmic reticulum, and on this endoplasmic reticulum there are structures. So these are called as ribosomes. Now this ribosomes, they are present on the endoplasmic reticulum. This ribosome, they are called as a protein factory because they will do the they will help in the process of protein synthesis. So they are also called as protein factories. So this ribosome, it sits on the, or they are present on the ER, and by this now protein synthesis process, it will occur in the endoplasmic reticulum. Next to that, there is presence of one more organelle. Now there is presence of one more organelle, that is the Golgi apparatus or Golgi bodies. Now this will be, after the protein will be synthesized in the ER, it will be transported to the Golgi, and here the protein sorting will be taking place. So this Golgi is the organelle where protein sorting will take place. Now these are the different organelles which are present in a plant cell. Now this organelle, they are present in the cytoplasm of a cell. Now this cytoplasm means the area which is surrounded after the, so this is called as a, from this, now this is a plasma membrane. After cell wall there is presence of a, next layer is plasma membrane. So in plant cell, the outermost layer, the which is present in the red color, shown in the red color, this is a cell wall. So it is the most prominent feature of a plant cell, that cell wall is present. It will be absent in case of the animal cell. Next to that there is presence of a plasma membrane. Now this plasma membrane, suppose if in a plant cell wall is absent, so this is the next layer will be the plasma membrane, and it is also called as a protoplasm. Suppose if plant cell, it doesn't have, or cell wall is absent, so the cell, it will be called as a protoplasm or the living protoplasm. Now next to that, now this is the area after the plasma membrane, this area, this space, now this is filled with the fluid, or that is called as a cytoplasmic fluid. So this area after the plasma membrane, it is filled with the fluid like structure or a gel like structure, that is called as a cytoplasmic fluid. Now this, all the organelles, that is from vacuole, mitochondria, chloroplast, Golgi, all will be immersed, or they are floating in the cytoplasmic matrix, or we can say cytoplasmic fluid. So all the organelles, they are present in the cytoplasm, and this has now there is a distinct that is nuclear membrane is present. So from nuclear membrane to the plasma membrane, the area within the cell, it is filled by a cytoplasmic fluid, and in them this different organelle, that is vacuole, chloroplast, all are floating. Now most of the area it is covered by a vacuole, that is 30%, and these are the organelle. Now this cytoplasm of a cell, it has other component, or we can say the chemical compositions. So now what are the different chemicals which are present in the cytoplasmic fluid? That are so these are the chemical composition, or the chemicals we can say present in the cytoplasmic fluid, that are proteins. Now proteins, they are very important. This will be means they are structural protein, functional proteins. They have various functions, like they will be acting as an enzyme or a cofactor. Next is lipid, that is the fatty acid. So they are also the structural component, and they are also present in the cytoplasmic matrix. Next is the carbohydrate, they are also present in the cytoplasmic matrix. The carbohydrate means the polyhydroxyaldehyde or the ketone, they are present in the cytoplasmic matrix, and they are also a part of a structural means they will be involved in the cell structuring. Next is the nucleic acid. Nucleic acid means the genetic material, that is DNA or RNA, that also is present in the cytoplasmic matrix. Next to that are the ions. So there are different inorganic ions or ions which are present in the cytoplasm, like Mg2+, MnO+. So different types of ions, they are also present in the cytoplasmic matrix. So this is about just the plant cell. So under that, the next topic, like the cytoplasmic constituent. Now in this lecture we have just seen the different constituent, or we can say the cytoplasmic organelles or the cell organelles. Now from the further lecture we are going to start with a particular organelle. So we are going to see the, suppose in next lecture, now we are going to study about the cell wall. So this is about the plant cell. Thank you.